Hello students, I hope all of you are fine. Today we are going to start a new lesson in science, and that is chemical reactions and equations. So before we start, you must know some terms related to this lesson. When elements combine, atoms of elements combine, they form molecules. Depending upon the number of atoms in the molecules, there are different types of molecules. If a molecule contains a single atom in its molecule, then it is called monoatomic molecule. For example, inert gases, helium, neon, argon, krypton, etc. They are monoatomic molecules. If a molecule contains two atoms of an element, then it is a diatomic molecule. For example, hydrogen H2, chlorine Cl2, nitrogen N2. If a molecule contains three atoms, then it is a triatomic molecule. For example, water H2O, carbon dioxide CO2, sulfur dioxide SO2, etc. Then four atoms in a molecule, it is a tetraatomic molecule. For example, ammonia NH3, sulfur trioxide SO3, etc. Then like that, pentaatomic, hexaatomic, sulfur atom, sulfur molecule contains 8 atoms in its molecule, so it is a octaatomic, S8. In the previous lesson we have studied about valency. It is the number of electrons an atom of element donates, accepts or shares in order to become stable, in order to attain the electronic configuration of the nearest inert gas. That is called its valency. Now, in our surrounding, we see many changes occurring. Some of these changes are temporary changes, some are permanent changes, some are reversible changes, some are irreversible changes. So here are some examples. Let us try to identify them, whether they are physical changes or chemical changes. First, melting of ice. When ice melts, water is formed, but no new substance is formed. So melting of ice is a physical change. Next example, ripening of fruits. A mango ripens, a new substance is formed. So it is a chemical change. Then evaporation of water. Water turns into vapor. No new substance is formed. So this is physical change. Naphtha undergoes sublimation. Vapor is formed. So this is a physical change. Shawali tile is stained by lemon juice. It is a chemical change. When food is cooked, a new substance is formed. So this is a chemical change. Milk changes into curd, a new substance is formed. This is a chemical change. When food is digested, new substances are formed. From carbohydrates, glucose is formed. From proteins, amino acids are formed. From fats, fatty acids are formed. So new substances are formed. So this is a chemical change. Before we proceed further, let us see some activities. In this activity, calcium carbonate is strongly heated.
One of the most common errors to occur in common entrance chemistry is in describing the reaction between copper
This
sulfate
is the reaction
solution
between
and
copper
iron, in
sulfate
this case in the
and
form of a nail.
iron. See
If
the
I place a small
changes.
amount of copper sulfate solution into this beaker and place the iron nail into the solution for a few seconds, a reaction takes place. The nail soon becomes coated with a pinkish brown deposit. When this is mentioned in common entrance questions, the mention of a brown solid in conjunction with iron often leads candidates to think that this brown deposit is rust. However, this is not correct. Iron, being more reactive than copper, displaces the copper from the copper sulfate solution. The brown coating on the nail is copper. If this reaction is left to proceed for several hours, a large amount of copper is displaced from the copper sulfate solution and iron takes its place to form iron sulfate solution, which is the green colour that you can see in this beaker.
This is the reaction between potassium chromate and barium chloride solution. In this activity, when calcium carbonate is strongly heated, it decomposes to form two new substances, and these are calcium oxide and carbon dioxide. So this change is a chemical change as two new substances are formed. This is the reaction between copper sulfate solution and iron nail. Copper sulfate is a blue colored solution as you can see in the figure. Iron nail is a grayish color. So when iron nail is put in a copper sulfate solution, you can see the change. As you can see in this figure, the iron nail is coated with the brownish colored substance, that is a copper. Here the copper metal is displaced from copper sulfate and it is deposited on iron nail. A new substance is formed. So this is a chemical change. Here there are two solutions in two beakers. First beaker contains barium chromate solution and another beaker contains in this figure, the first beaker contains potassium chromate solution and second solution contains barium sulfate solution. When they are mixed, a pale yellow colored precipitate of barium chromate is formed. A new substance is formed. So this is a chemical change. Now see here, the pale yellow colored barium chromate precipitate, yellow colored barium chromate precipitate is formed. So this is a chemical change. In this figure, first beaker contains sodium carbonate solution, which is a colorless. Another beaker contains calcium chloride solution, which is also colorless. When these two are mixed, let us see what happens. As you can see in this figure, in the second beaker, the white precipitate of calcium carbonate is formed. A new substance is formed. Therefore, this is also a chemical change. Now let us study more about physical change and a chemical change. Physical change is a temporary change, whereas chemical change is a permanent change. In a physical change, no new substance is formed, whereas in a chemical change, a new substance is formed. Only physical properties like the physical state, density, temperature change in a physical change, whereas in a chemical change, both the physical properties as well as chemical properties change. In a physical change, original substance can be easily obtained, easily recovered by simple processes like filtration, evaporation, decantation, magnetic separation, etc. On the other hand, in a chemical change, original substances cannot be easily obtained by simple processes. We have to use the complicated processes like reduction, electrolysis, etc. Now let us see what is a chemical reaction. Chemical reaction is a process in which reactants are converted into products, or reactants are converted into resultants. What is a reactant? A substance that takes part in a reaction is called as a reactant. A substance produced during the chemical reaction is called product, and the conversion of reactant into products is called as chemical reaction. Let's take one example. When calcium carbonate is strongly heated, it decomposes to give calcium oxide and carbon dioxide. So in this reaction, calcium carbonate takes part in a chemical reaction. So it is a reactant. During this process, two new substances, namely calcium oxide and carbon dioxide, are formed, and therefore they are products. chemical equation, it is a representation of a chemical reaction with the help of symbols and formulae of reactants and products. Now let us see what are the steps of writing chemical equation. The first step is the reactants are written on the left side of the chemical equation. If there are two or more reactants, a plus sign is written between them. Second step, the products are written on the right side of the equation. If there are two or more than two products, a plus sign is written between the products. An arrow going from left to right is written between the reactants and products. To make the chemical equation more informative, the physical states of reactants and products like solid, liquid and gases, they are mentioned near the reactants and products. If a gas is evolved, an upward arrow is shown. To represent a solid, S is written in the bracket. To show the physical state liquid, L is written in the bracket. If there is a solution of a substance in water, then it is written as a AQ, aqueous, in the bracket. Let us take one